Hey everybody, I did a Benchmade custom bug out video recently and got some positive comments, got some questions online. So I was going to share some of my thoughts on that custom bug out now that I've owned it for about a month and show a little bit of my Benchmade collection. I'm a big fan. They make some really nice stuff. So for Bushcrafter fans, the 162, kind of the darling of the bushcrafting. You may notice the Kydex sheath, that is aftermarket. I think I got it off of eBay. It does come with a leather sheath, but I didn't really like it. Sorry, Benchmade. In addition, I have it's the Mountain Skinner. Really nice knife, nice features, sharp. Kind of a nice go-between between the Bushcrafter, which is definitely heavy duty, and something lighter like a folder, but you got a nice fixed blade knife there, highly recommended. I even tried out some of their cutlery recently. So this is their station knife. This one's a little custom. You'll see carbon fiber, gold rings. You can customize just about everything about this knife, blade steel, things like that. So I'm not great with the steels, the S90Vs and all of that jazz, but it is a great little kitchen knife. I use it all the time. It's got the life sharp, so if it gets dull, you don't sharpen it, you send it back to Oregon. Wonderful people at Benchmade will sharpen it and send it back to you. So the custom knives aren't cheap. I really like this one. I think, again, in my last video when we talked about the custom bug out, I said you get what you pay for. I firmly believe that, especially when you're working with stuff that close to your hands and fingers. So I have a couple older Benchmades, a couple auto openers. So I believe this one was called the Epidemic when I originally purchased it, some 15 years ago or so. It is a great little knife. I carried this daily for a long time. Check the legislation in your state. Some states have restrictions on auto openers. This is a great little knife. A big fan of this. But again, does draw some reactions if you go to open a box in a crowd of people. Same with the mini reflex, kind of a side auto opener. Good little knife. Serrated blade on this one, which makes it a little bit more versatile. That's kind of my main box cutting, tape cutting kind of knife. Again, check legislature in your state about auto openers. They can be kind of interesting. So kind of my first Benchmade, and I think for a lot of us, was the kind of green and gray bug out 535. Great little knife. If you look closely, I may have dropped mine and the tip is just a little sheared off, but this is a great little knife. Super lightweight, the original plastic scales, which got a little bit of feedback. But I love the aesthetics, the gray blade, the gold thumb button, the axis lock is fantastic, moves really smoothly. So that was my first kind of bug out and just fell in love with it. For people who know bug outs, the 4 is wonderful. It's just about everything you would ever need in a pocket knife. Fairly lightweight folder. These are the aluminum scales, red thumb button, black steel. Again, I'm not great on the steel makeup and everything, but deep pocket clip, just a fantastic knife. Really a huge fan of the 4, and probably the one I carried almost every day for a long time. Love the bug outs. 535 BK4, I think, is this one. You really can't go wrong. This is everything most people need in a pocket knife. And then there's some of us that are absolutely ridiculous, and we go for the gold. So I bought this before my custom arrived. It's fancy. It comes with a cleaning cloth and the display jazz. And it is an absolutely beautiful knife. If you like blue, these do glow in the dark. This is the gold class Damascus Steel. I believe mine is 2798. But this is an absolutely beautiful knife if you're a big fan of blue. Blue thumb stud, blue scales, which are glow in the dark. And this is kind of what Benchmade considered the ultimate bug out. This was their gold class limited edition. From what I understand, they made about 3,000. They're not restricted to 500 like they used to be, but These retail pretty solid to what they sold for. Gold class traditionally start above $700. I think this year's is the Griptilian, and it looks nice. I do like it. But this is kind of the gold class, and this was, you know, the top of the line, unless you get into some of the odd bug out variants. I think there's a space one. I know there's kind of that almost see-through scales that have the Benchmade design, and those are both pretty desirable. I don't own either of those yet, but love the yet. When I got my custom bug out, this became kind of my everyday carry. So very similar to the gold class, I went Damascus Steel. I wear a lot of green, so I went titanium scales and a green thumb screw. So I did an unboxing on this knife. I adore this knife. Again, the Damascus Steel doesn't stay as sharp, isn't as strong as some of the other offered steels, but it is a beautiful, beautiful pocket knife. Mine's still a little bit stiff. I'm still trying to get the action worked out, and a lot of it can be adjusted by adjusting this screw, but Benchmade doesn't like you messing with their knives. They recommend you send it back. So that's kind of my collection of Benchmade knives. They've all performed flawlessly. I've never had any issues. Customer service has been fantastic. When I did break a pocket clip on the Epidemic or the Infidel, again, forget the model name on this one. They sent me two free of charge, kind of like a lifetime thing. Their Life Sharp warranty is fantastic. You can send almost any knife back to them. They will sharpen it, restore it, send it back to you, usually free of charge. So I love my Benchmades. The gold class is awful nice, but again, the custom is the way to go. It's cheaper. You can get colors you want. Again, I don't wear a lot of blue. Again, this is a beautiful knife. No offense to anybody who adores their gold class, but I'll be honest, this sits in the box in the safe, and honestly, it's the 4 or the custom that gets carried every day. I hope this helped anybody who might have questions about building a custom knife at Benchmade. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Hit that subscribe. I'll try and do some more updates.